Welcome into Extra Time. Look how happy Craig is. He's ready. He's ready to go. You ready for the first question? There's quite a few here for you.
Happier than your ex?
Horst is not my ex. I'm an ex-Man United player, but I could see where that could be misinterpreted.
You just made it too easy.
Craig, you have any famous exes?
Let's move on.
Shaka?
No, let's move on.
Okay. All right, let's keep it to extra time questions. This one for Craig. Craig, will Ruben Amorim make it until Christmas?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's going to be about results, obviously, but there's been some flickering signs, some issues still. But yeah, once Cesc goes up to speed, Cunha and Mbemo, maybe they'll sort the midfield out. I don't know. I think he will. I think he will.
Agreed. He will.
Simple as.
Simple as. Listen, it's not been.
All right.
It wasn't great, but it'll be all right.
Next question, and it's also about Manchester United. From Anders, he asks, Mainoo is getting destroyed in the midfield during today's match. Why didn't Amorim bring on Mainoo to help out in the midfield?
Brought on Ugarte.
Who didn't really do much.
No, but they're always going to get, I think they're going to get a lot of trouble in there. And we saw that, and I mentioned when we were doing the main show that Zander Berger in particular, the big sort of Norwegian, was arguably the most influential player. Not the most, it wasn't the most creative, but picked up a lot of the second balls, drove forward, won a lot of challenges, got on the ball a lot, more than anybody else I can remember in the game. As Fulham took a little bit of hold of the game, or a lot of the hold in the game, and they're after the troublesome first 10 or 15 minutes, and that is an area. When you've got Casemiro, who I listened to the commentary today, and they said, well, he lost a lot of weight and he looks sharper. And he does look a little leaner, but he still struggles to get around the field. And then you got Bruno Fernandes beside him, who isn't a central midfielder, really. He's not. He's somebody who should be playing further forward. But he's pushed back because they have other players to play in those positions and nobody else to play here. So that combination for me is miles from being ideal. Miles. Shaq, what? Wait, you don't need to look at him. You just move on.
Craig's ready to go home. We're flying through these questions.
Here's how it works here. When somebody answers a question, we move on.
Okay.
We don't look for...
Especially when it was
just
so
in case you wanted to chime in.
It was wonderfully
you have nothing to add. Nothing to add. It'd be a practical option to save West Ham. Sean Dyche.
Or as manager now. We're talking about here?
Yes.
Man, go back and at this point, just go back and grab David Moyes from, what was the name of the new stadium?
What about the new...
The Dickinson.
Dickinson Hill.
Yeah. Double barrel name thingy.
I'm not sure.
Listen, I'll be honest. Now there's been a succession of really good managers at Wallfield, bar David Moyes. Lopetegui. I thought Potter would do wonderfully well at West Ham. Didn't have a good back end of last season, but I thought given a pre-season, if they spend some money, West Ham, I thought Potter would do really, really well. But my goodness, it's been a hard watch.
Well, I thought
we're 2 games in.
I mean, I thought he'd do well, but I wouldn't have put the word wonderfully.
Well,
wonderfully well means
everything is relative here. Yeah. Everything is relative. Wonderfully well for West Ham.
He could be the first. He
could mean 12.
He could be the first to go.
Yeah.
Could be the first to go.
It's been really, really poor. You lose to Sunderland, newly promoted Sunderland, and then home to Chelsea. Battered. I mean, say now. Anyway,
and the goalkeeper, the new goalkeeper at West Ham.
Oh God.
Holy smokes.
Don't get me started.
Let's not get Shaka started. And just like that, Craig, we're on the last question. How on earth is that tackle by Tchouameni not a foul?
Well, I thought it was a foul. I think Shaka
Me too.
did.
Shaka was on the phone talking, and even he stopped and said, that's a foul immediately.
That's a foul.
I think years ago, we'd all have been up in arms going, game's gone soft, he's played the ball, which he probably did play a bit of the ball, but they changed this law many years ago to stop. Now, if you're challenging from the side or the front, there's always going to be contact, and sometimes there's contact that results in an injury. that's an occupational hazard. But they outlawed the fact that you could go through the back of players, just chopping them from the back. Even if he played the ball, going through and chopping them right underneath them, because that's rightly so deemed as dangerous. And as aggressive as it was, he was right to make the challenge, Tchouameni, because he wanted to be aggressive, but he completely wiped Dendoncker. And unless we're in the late 80s and early 90s, that challenge is just not accepted these days. Unless you're in Spain, where the VAR decided not to even instruct the referee to go to the screen. I don't know why.
But Luis Garcia thought it was a good challenge, so it's not that black and white, so clearly there's some grade to this. But I'm with Greg. From the time I saw it, it's from behind. So it does not matter how much of the ball that you got. From the time you come into the back of someone, that's a foul and has been for quite some time. So I thought definitely should have been given the goal disallowed.
All right, well, that's pretty much all the questions we have for extra time. But I'm going to squeeze in one more because I saw it in my mentions and it gave me a good chuckle. Someone asked if we cloned yourselves and we had a game of 11 Craigs versus 11 Shakas.
Are we cloning ourselves now or are we cloning ourselves 20 years ago?
I guess in your prime, in both your primes.
I was 11 of me's, which, by the way, you just wouldn't want.
11 Craigs versus 11 Shakas.
That's 12 Craigs too many right there.
Yeah.
But who would win in a game of football?
I agree with that.
Full 90.
And I think I'm not alone. How would I get the ball past 11 Shakas?
You could be quick and nimble.
No, but you just.
What are you trying to say?
There's ways that just because you're big does not necessarily
I
mean...
was quick and nimble once upon a time, I'll have you know.
Yeah, when you were 3.
But I don't know Shaka on the ball. I feel like Craig on the ball would be better, but then it's just like, how do you score?
Well, if I'm not better on the ball than a goalkeeper, no problem.
Have you ever tried to keep?
In
Do you think you could? Oh.
I mean, you see outfield players put on a pair of gloves.
Yeah.
You're in for a laugh. It is so much fun.
I remember John O'Shea had to do it for Manchester United ages and ages ago, and Robbie Keane was like flying down and he managed to save a shot one-on-one.
Don had to do it.
Man,
Don had to do it. Stevie had to do it.
Stevie put on the gloves.
Stevie had to go and go for a game.
A professional game.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, as you say, if you put... How many would I put? If you put like a goalkeeper and an ex-player, never told anybody, you know, if you brought 10 people from the public off the street and said, come in here and tell us which one is a goal, it would be so obvious.
It would be so obvious.
Which one?
Yeah.
It just is. But we all think we could play in goal.
Yeah.
And we know we can play out. We know we can play out.
You do. You're good with your feet, Shaka.
That's right.
You're a modern day goalkeeper.
That's right.
Love that. Well, there you got a bonus question to whoever sent that one in that I saw in my mentions. I loved it. 11 Craigs and 11 Shakas. Oh, the world would be such a magical place if that happened.
Good night.
Speaking of a magical place, please tune into our show. We are on 7 days a week on ESPN+.